So today, we're going to dig into what might be one of Central Florida's smartest and most hidden real estate plays. It's a city you've probably driven right past, maybe a dozen times, without ever giving it a second thought. And that city is Minneola.
I mean, seriously think about it. When was the last time you heard that? For years, Minneola has been the textbook definition of an invisible town. It's just been completely off the radar. A quiet spot with a bunch of neighborhoods, but not really a place you'd think to go for, a fun night out or a day of shopping.
But here's the twist. While everyone was looking the other way, this invisible city's population just exploded. We are talking about a nearly 39% surge in just a little over 5 years. That's a jump from 14,000 to a projected 20,000 residents. That is, without a doubt, one of the fastest growth rates you'll find anywhere in Florida. And honestly, that quiet reputation, that's exactly why we're digging in today. Because while it looked like nothing was happening on the surface, some very smart developers were making massive bets on its future. So let's get inside Minneola's transformation and figure out what's really driving this hidden boom.
Okay, first things first, we have to talk about Minneola's little identity crisis. It's kind of funny. If you live there, your mail might actually say you live in Claremont, but your tax bill will definitely say Minneola. It's this local joke, but it points to something deeper, a city that's really starting to carve out its own identity.
So let's get our bearings. Geographically, Minneola is in a perfect spot. It's in Lake County, sitting right on the Florida Turnpike and US 27. What does that mean for you? It means you have amazing access to Orlando. We're talking 20 minutes to get to the western edge of the city and maybe 35 minutes to get to downtown or the airport. That turnpike access, that is a huge piece of this puzzle.
For the longest time, because of that location, Minneola was basically a bedroom community for its bigger, more established neighbor, Claremont. It was a great place to live, sure, but it wasn't a place you really went out. There was no walkable downtown, no central spot to hang out. If you wanted to go to dinner or find some entertainment, you had to get in your car and drive somewhere else.
But all of that is changing, and it is changing fast. This is really the heart of the story, the absolutely massive infrastructure projects that are giving Minneola the downtown it has never had.
And you want to see a perfect example of this ambition? Look no further than Crooked Can. If you know Central Florida, you know their brewery and food hall over in Winter Garden. It's an icon. Well, guess what? They are building a massive new headquarters right here in Minneola. And this isn't just another brewery, this is a full-blown destination.
And just look at the scale of this thing. We're talking 43,000 square feet. It's actually going to be bigger than the original in Winter Garden. It's going to have the full brewery, a giant food hall with all sorts of different vendors, a spot for live music, an outdoor beer garden, the whole shebang. This single project, slated for mid-2026, is designed to be that social hub the city has been missing for so long.
All right, next up, and just as critical for a city that's growing this fast, is healthcare. The brand new Advent Health Campus just opened its doors. This is an absolute game changer for residents who, until now, had to drive to Claremont or Leesburg or even all the way into Orlando for serious hospital care.
The numbers here really tell the whole story. It's a huge 204,000 square foot facility. It's got 80 beds. But the most important part? A full-service 24-hour emergency room. Having that kind of medical infrastructure right in your backyard completely changes the feel of a community.
And of course, you can't have all this commercial growth without a place for people to live. So massive new communities like Shepherd's Landing and Minneola Ridge are popping up, bringing thousands of new homes to the area. And with them comes a 1.2 million square foot commercial park that's focused on bringing actual jobs to the city, not just more houses. Okay, so all this construction, all this activity, it begs the question, why are developers so incredibly confident? This brings us to the economic side of the story and the mind-blowing land rush that proves just how much faith the market has in Minneola's future. Let's just frame this for a second. With all the open land in Central Florida, what is it about this specific pocket that makes it so valuable that developers are willing to pay an absolute premium for it? Okay, get this. One developer paid $55 million for a single parcel of land. When you break that down, it comes out to a staggering $150,000 per entitled lot. That means they paid that much for each plot before they even started building. That is a record-breaking price for this market. And when a developer pays that much before a single shovel hits the dirt, it sends a powerful signal. They are supremely confident they can build and sell high-end homes to make that investment worth it.
Now, this data here tells a really fascinating story. If you look at Minneola's average sale price, it's pretty much right in line with the broader Orlando metro. No big surprise there. But the key number, the one you need to pay attention to, is inventory. At just 3.1 months of supply, it is way tighter than its neighbor Claremont and the rest of the metro area. In simple terms, what that means is that demand is crushing the supply. Homes here sell faster because more people want them, and that points to a super competitive and very desirable market.
So we've got the development boom, we've got the economic data, but what's it actually like to live in Minneola right now, today? Let's talk about the lifestyle and really contrast the current reality with the future that's being built as we speak.
This slide really just sums it all up perfectly. Right now, today, Minneola is a quiet bedroom community. You kind of borrow the downtowns of places like Claremont or Winter Garden for fun. The lifestyle is all about nature and the amazing trails. You are, quite literally, buying in to potential. But the future promise? That's a self-sufficient city with its own walkable town center, its own dining and shopping. It's about buying a finished product.
In fact, right now, you could almost say the social nervous system of the town isn't a main street at all. It's the South Lake Trail. This massive multi-use path is where people walk, they bike, they connect. It links Minneola to Claremont, and it even hooks up with the West Orange Trail, which can take you all the way to Winter Garden and beyond. It's the current heart of the community.
Okay, so we've looked at the explosive growth, the economics behind it, and the lifestyle of today versus tomorrow. Let's put all this together and figure out who is the perfect fit for Minneola as it is right now.
So who's Minneola for at this very moment? Well, it's an absolutely ideal choice for a commuter who needs that direct shot onto the Turnpike. It's perfect for families who are looking for excellent new schools, like the new K-8 Horizon Academy, and modern, spacious homes. It's obviously a clear bet for an investor who can see this growth path plain as day. But you have to be someone who values trails and outdoor life more than nightlife, and you got to be okay with the downtown being a work in progress for a little while longer.
All the pieces are falling into place. The city is planning ahead with road expansions and new fire stations. But with thousands of new homes and huge commercial hubs all coming online at once, the next 3 to 5 years are going to be the ultimate test. The boom is here. That's not a question anymore. The only real question left is, can the infrastructure keep up?